Welcome back, everyone. Today we're going to be shedding light on the effective strategies for overcoming fears. So what are some of the efficacious strategies for overcoming fears? Without further ado, without further delay, allow me to demystify that answer to that inquiry right here, right now. One potent strategy for overcoming fears entails attempting to overcome fears with friends. When you have a robust support system by your side when attempting to overcome fears, it becomes more of a seamless process. Your friends can be exemplary. They can inspire you to overcome your fears. They can provide you with guidance and words of encouragement as you are simultaneously overcoming your fears with your friends by your side. They help you to muster your courage. They help you to rally your strengths and become all the more resilient and become all the more dauntless and become all the more brazen and bold. So if you want to be able to overcome your fears, then attempt to do so with your friends by your side. It can aid you tremendously. Your fears are not insurmountable. They can be surmounted. You can triumph over your fears. Do not allow fears in your life to be impasses. Do not ever succumb to being obstructed, impeded, encumbered, stymied, stifled. Never stagnate nor regress. Always thrust your life into a forward movement trajectory. You want to be able to actualize your latent potential. You want to be able to reach your higher aspirations and reach your overarching goals and manifest the quintessential version of yourself into reality. Do not be fearful. Be brazen, bold, dauntless. Another efficacious strategy for overcoming fears entails accepting that the outcomes in life are outside the parameters of your control. Accept that you have no purview over the outcomes that will be elicited in your life. You cannot control the outcomes that will be yielded in your life. It is completely outside the parameters of your jurisdiction. You can do your utmost best to render yourself poised to elicit a particular outcome, but desirable outcomes are not guaranteed. So when you become nonchalant, mellow, laid back, calm, and when you do not attempt to micromanage every facet of your life, and when you become complacent by accepting that outcomes are outside the parameters of your control, it's all the more easier to overcome your fears. Because you accept that you have no purview over the outcomes that will be elicited, and that it doesn't warrant your mental bandwidth, nor your time, nor your energy, nor your effort to dwell on fearful, debilitating, noxious, deleterious, insalubrious, inimical, toxic thoughts. Do not wallow in despair. Do not allow fearful thoughts to pervade the chasms of your mind. Do not allow them to lurk in the bowels of your mind. Do not allow them to deplete valuable real estate in your neurons. Expunge them from your mind. They are toxic and they are a disservice to you. Another efficacious strategy for overcoming fears entails envisioning the fear being actualized and accepting the ramifications. If you can predict the worst case scenario that can ensue from the fear being actualized and the repercussions being yielded, it is all the more easier to overcome them because you already are well acclimated with the worst possible outcomes that can ensue. And when outcomes are predictable, it's all the more easier to live your life. When outcomes are enigmatic and unknown, you're all the more apt to be trepidatious, nervous, anxious, and fearful. So, if you can envision the fears being actualized and simply accept the ramifications, it's going to be easier to overcome them because they're all the more predictable and they're not going to blindside you. So, I hope that you deemed this video to be insightful and enthralling. There are other strategies that can be implemented in order to overcome fears. Do not allow fears to preempt you, to preclude you and to prevent you from living your life to its fullest, overcome your fears. You're not pigeonholed into living a regimented, monotonous, banal life devoid of stimuli, excitement, and amusement. You can thrust your life into a forward movement trajectory. You can leap outside the parameters of your comfort zone, and you can venture out in life so that you are not set back by your fears. You do not want to live your life with misgivings, nor qualms, nor regrets. Life is ephemeral, fleeting, and too short to live it with regrets, qualms, and misgivings. So I hope that you deemed this video to be informative, captivating, mesmerizing, riveting, and of course, engrossing. Have a blissful day. Goodbye.